Welcome to Collecting Chaos and the Eternal Mylite project. It's cold. I just figured I'd throw that out there right now. It is cold. But I'm going to do this anyway. Grading with Chaos. We're going to go over spine splits today. We'll have Eternal Mylite project books. I will tell you which cover I picked. And finally, I have a project update on that Captain Carrot and the Amazing Zoo Crew that I showed in the last video that was kind of messed up. I have it a little better now. And I'll show you a before and after on that. So with that, let's get through the intro and get started. So what is a spine split? Real simple. Here's a comic. It's a Conan King Size Annual. If it has any tear in the spine that goes along the straight along the side, it's a spine split. If the tear goes this way, it's just a tear. Let me see if I can find one here. These are some of the books I'll be showing you. Here's a good example. This is a Dennis the Menace. See how that goes right along the spine? This part is a spine split, but where it goes this direction, it's a tear. This is a tear. This little bit up here is a spine split. Here's an older comic. It's a Devil Dog Dugan. See this? This is not a spine split. And you go, well, wait a minute, but it's a tear along the spine, but it's not a spine split. And the reason it's not a spine split is because the bottom part of the cover is torn off. So that is not a spine split. That's a tear. And that's spine split. The highest grade you're going to get if you have a spine split, maybe a fine 6.0. And that's if it's a very small, 1/4 inch or less. So spine splits hurt. They hurt a lot. So I kind of showed you a little bit about the spine split, and I'm just good. That's it. I'm just going to go over. I just went over it real briefly. And that's all you really need to know about that. That's what a spine split is. And yeah, it can hurt a grade. You can have a comic that looks near mint, but if it has an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch spine split, yeah, 6.0. Boom. Everything else can be perfect. Spine split, 6.0. And that's if it's less than a 1/4 inch. So let's get on with looking at the comics that I have from my Eternal Mylite project. Okay, we're going to start out with Conan King Size Annual number 6, and the first thing I'm going to do is make sure this is focused. I don't use the autofocus because it focuses on my hand instead of the comic, and that gets all messed up. That should be pretty good. Let me zoom out just a hair so we get the full comic. So Conan King Size Annual number 6. This is a direct market, Gil Kane cover, Gil Kane inside, good stuff. Conan Annual number 9, Ernie Chan cover, Ernie Chan cover, Ernie Chan insides, again, good stuff. Creatures on the Loose number 20. The Monster and the Maiden, Gil Kane cover. Now, what I did was I emptied out a box. I had about half of a box, and I said, what the heck, I just go ahead and empty it out and show those for today. This has a... oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it had a bad corner, but it's just the yellow Creatures on the Loose, number 23. Number 28. Man-Wolf. That looks like a Gil Kane cover too. Of course it has the, I saw it in there, where is it? The Marvel stamp, the Grey Gargoyle. I know it's cold. Creatures on the Loose featuring Man-Wolf, number 35. Creatures on the Loose, number 36. I don't think I have any key issues in this batch of comics. There's a Kingpin Marvel Value stamp. Dazzler, number 2. I have a very anemic Dazzler collection. Dazzler, number 14. I think you've just seen all of my Dazzler collection. Told you it was anemic. DC Comics presents annual number 2, Superman introducing Superwoman. I have several of these. I think this one might be my best copy. I might not be right. No, this one isn't the best copy because it's got some creases up in here. I could take them out, but I'm not going to. How'd that get there? That doesn't go there. That goes way down here. Okay. Defenders, number 26. I used to like the Defenders a lot. Defenders, 27. Defenders, 28. Defenders, 29. I'm going through these pretty quick because it's freaking cold. And my main heater went out and all I've got is space heaters and they're not doing the job. I've got 1 or 2 rooms that are warm and this one is not one of them. Defenders, 44. Defenders, 55. I think it's like 16 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Defenders, 77. Newsstand copy. $19.79. Newsstand copies aren't that rare. They're actually pretty common. Dennis the Menace television special, number 1. And this is a pretty nice copy, except for this 3/4 of an inch spine split here, which automatically puts it at a good to very good. Even though it's a really nice copy, presents really well. Yeah, good to very good. And of course there's this one that I showed you earlier with the spine splits. This is Dennis the Menace in Hollywood, number 7. These are vacation specials, by the way. Dennis the Menace Goes to Camp, number 9. But they all go under the title Vacation Special, I believe. I would have to check the Overstreet book, and that's in the other room. And all of these have spine splits on them, unfortunately. Dennis the Menace, number 10, Giant Christmas issue. These are kind of neat. Dennis the Menace is always a good one to collect. And Dennis the Menace Giant Special, Giant Spring Special. And this is from 1966. Light tan to cream pages. 1/4 inch spine split. So we know automatically this is not going to be higher than a 6.0. It needs a little bit of a cleaning. I would not press this because it's a square bound. Devil Dog Dugan, number, I have no idea. Number 2, in pretty bad shape. The cover's detached. It's missing about a quarter of the cover. Poor condition. This would be a poor incomplete, okay, which would still be a 0.5. Go figure. But that's Overstreet. Overstreet says it's poor incomplete. They don't consider it just incomplete because part of the cover is missing. It goes down to a poor. Devil Dog Dugan, number Number 3, this is from 1956. It's actually not in bad shape, considering. I do like the cover, a Joe Sinnott cover, by the way. I would grade this at a very good minus, because it's really in fairly nice shape. Very early Silver Age there. Detective Comics, 474. I don't really collect Detective Comics. I have a few, but I don't really collect it. 475. Nice Joker cover. I've always liked that Joker cover. 476. Detective Comics starring the Batman family, 481. Batgirl, Robin, Man-Bat. Yeah. This is an incomplete comic. In fact, all it is a cover. So this would get, at best, a 0.3. And you know, why do I want to keep it when it's just a cover? Because the cover is gorgeous. And maybe one day I'll find a comic to go inside of it. But this is Dick Tracy number 32. And yeah, it's just a cover, so it's like a 0.3. Then I have DN Agents number 1 from Eclipse Comics. I liked this series. I've got more of them, I just don't know where they are. This, I think, was 1984. Oh, March 1983. Doctor Strange, number 2. Beautiful Frank Bruner cover. I like Frank Bruner's art a lot. 1974. Doctor Strange, number 3. Number 4, another beautiful Frank Bruner cover. Number 52, I seem to be missing a few issues of Doctor Strange. Good thing I don't collect it. Not, well, it's a regular item anyway. Doctor Strange are some of those ones that I don't collect them, but if I get them, I keep them. Number 54. Number 55. Interesting cover there. Number 61. '62. 63, 64, and Doctor Strange Classics number 2, which this should be all reprints. Very early reprints. I think this reprinted some of his stuff that was in Strange Tales. Steve Ditko. Here's Donald Duck. I like picking up gold keys whenever I get a chance. This is number 132 from July of 1970. It's in really nice shape. Could use a clean and a press, but really nice shape other than that. And this is not what you think it is. It's not a pre-code hoarder. This is a reprint. EC Classic reprint number. Okay, let's take a look at these again. We've got Madam X, gorgeous cover, no question about it. We've got Green Arrow number 1, nice painted cover by Mike Grell, or by Grell. Is it Mike Grell? Yeah, it's Grell, I know that. Mystery in Space cover. God, that's gorgeous. Madam X doesn't make the cut, which leaves it between Grell and that painted Green Arrow and Mystery in Space by Joe Kubert. And I absolutely love the Green Arrow cover. And this Kubert cover is just spectacular and not the kind of thing he normally does. But I'm going to go with the Green Arrow because this is one of those covers that just struck me when I first saw it in the store, and I was kind of disappointed I sold it, and I'm glad to have gotten another one. It was a good story, and it's a great cover. There's no question. It is a great cover. So that's going to be it. That's my cover for the week. The Green Arrow number 1. Finally, let's take a quick look at the Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew number 25 from last week. A pretty nasty looking copy of number 20. I think I'm going to have to clean this up. I know I'm going to have to get the full... It's a Mark Jewelers variant. Well, that just kicks butt. Yeah, I'm going to clean it up a little bit and unfold this stuff and see if I can't make it look a little better. I think I've got my next project. That was brutal. That was pretty ugly, wasn't it? Let's see what it looks like now. Just pull it out of the Mylar that I have it in. And yes, believe it or not, this is exactly the same comic. It still has the stains up here, couldn't get rid of those. The whites are a little brighter, cleaned it up pretty good. I got it flattened out. Got all the corners on the inside flattened out. Cleaned up the back cover. So you can see the wrinkle here. I couldn't get that out. But it looks a whole lot nicer, presents a whole lot better. Before, I grudgingly give this a good. Now, maybe a good plus, maybe good to very good. Would not be out of the question. So yeah, you can do a little bit to a comic and make it look a whole lot better and maybe boost it a little bit if I was into selling them. And I'm not into selling this. I just wanted to make it a little bit better. It did have a tear on the back, so I did not seal it. I did not seal that tear. I left it and just caught it in the Mylar when I went to put it in there. So there you go. That is my cover for the week. No. That is my project comic for the week. Cleaned it, pressed it, made it look better. It can go in my collection if I don't have a better copy. That's it for this episode of the Eternal Mylite Project. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. Did you pick the right cover? Yeah, a couple of you did. Some of you didn't. And we will see you next video. In the meantime, make sure you wash your hands before you handle your comics. No matter how cold it is, wash those hands anyway. It's good for the comics. It's good for your collection. It's good for your health. And we'll see you next video. Bye.